The Bible had predicted that for 1260 years, the apostate Babylon church of Revelation would come to an end. What it didn't tell us was how it would come to an end. Sure, it said that it would receive a deadly wound. And most of us think that wound was taking place the day Napoleon sent his army down to Rome to take the Pope captive and to send him off into exile. And make no mistake, Papal Rome's political rule had ended in 1798. But what about its spiritual power? What if the deadly wound to its spiritual power and influence began the moment people began to see the light? What if the deadliest wound to Papal Rome's spiritual power was the teaching and the preaching of the gospel? As we learned this week, the power of Papal Rome was the darkness it created surrounding biblical truth, especially when it came to the gospel. Imagine the power that came with convincing people that the only way you could be saved was through the church. The power that came with that was enormous. It was this false gospel that in a large way gave Papal Rome power over Europe. And as such, could it be that the deadliest wound to the church was the day people discovered that salvation didn't come through a relationship with the church, but through a personal relationship with Jesus Christ? This is why the church opposed the translating of the Bible. This is why they murdered people for preaching the true gospel. They knew that once people could read the Bible for themselves, that they would learn the truth. And once that people could learn the truth for themselves, the spiritual power of the church would be broken. The Bible, not Napoleon, was the deadliest wound to this and every other false religion. Sister White once wrote, "Justification by faith, the great truth that Luther discovered and knew, is the foundation of the gospel, the truth upon which our hope of salvation rests." The gospel is the power of God to save, and it is the power of God to tear down all other false religions. Well, that was our final thoughts and nuggets for this week. Now, we want you to take some time this week to visit your local Adventist church and share some of the things you've been learning about this week about the power of the gospel. And please, don't forget to join us next week as Seth will share with us some of his thoughts and insights into next week's lesson, The Two Witnesses. I know you won't want to miss it. Well, again, from all of us here at Sabbath School Nuggets, thank you for stopping by this week and studying with us. Now, please, have a look at your lesson, share with others, and have a happy Sabbath to come.